Oh, hey guys, I watched sanitary board meeting earlier. There's a lot of ground to cover. Basically, I've been accused at times of being a conspiracy theorist and alarmist of just making stuff up. Uh, just from what I've learned is going on just in the neighborhood of Stealey, it looks like it's every bit as bad as I've claimed, possibly worse. There's not only the issue there by the West End Bridge and those combined or sewer out overflows there that take about $500,000 to fix. Separate from that, there are other issues. Up on Euclid Avenue, there was a sewer line break. Um, it flooded 3 basements, and they've mitigated that problem, but they wanted to replace the line and reconnect all the service lines from Milford to Nicholas, and they were unable to do that because water lines aren't always where expected. Water service lines, gas service lines, all of that's in the way. And so they decided to hold off until the water board does its service line and main line replacement $90 million project. That sounds great, but let's think about this a couple steps ahead. What happens when a water board goes out there? How many streets are there that they're going to find where there's sewer lines in the way, gas lines in the way? And how many times have, they mentioned these old clay sewer lines, we lose a couple of them a year that have to be replaced a block at a time. If we dig up half the blocks in Clarksburg, what's that going to do to these old lines that are already falling apart? We're potentially looking at replacing an enormous amount of sewer lines over the next 2 or 3 years, and we appear to not even laid any groundwork for this. I don't even want to think about the amount of money. If it's $90 million to replace the water, what could it be to replace these sewer lines? I don't know. I do know this. Just around the corner from Euclid at the Rich Gas, where we've had flooding in the street, there's another serious issue. The line runs from there, that manhole, by the church, goes under the apartment building, and then down over Lowndes Hill. That line has come apart. It's endangering the apartment building with sewer line flooding, destabilizing the earth under it. The hill may be subsiding. They're afraid of a lawsuit. They have to fix that problem as soon as possible. And then you have the situation where Liberty Avenue, along the West Fork River, across from the veterans' home, is caving in. The sewer line has fallen by about a foot and is probably being held in place only by the water line, according to the city engineer. They've approached the state about this, and the state says that's a city street. It's your responsibility. They raised the city manager said, well, the Corps of Engineers removed a bunch of dams. Isn't it their problem? They said, you can apply year after next, but the thing is, all those dams were replaced upstream. The dam below there is still in place. The water level hasn't been affected there. So, that's more money that they're going to have to come up with. They talked about the $300,000. Can we get some of that from the county? And the answer is it was always there. The county just wanted some kind of documentation to make sure that if they gave the city $300,000, it was going to be spent on water and sewer. That's still not going to be enough. There's a contingency fee that will cover Euclid, but they still need, in addition to that $300,000, at least another $100,000 just to fix the problems right there at Liberty and at Rich Gas. One of the problems is that city engineer or city attorney now believes that the recent sewer rate increase wasn't done properly. There wasn't enough notice given. It'll have to be redone. There's debate as to whether or not he's correct, but this is another potential revenue stream that's on pause for right now. It's bad. It's getting worse. Stay tuned. I'll holler at you later.